And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Duke's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready. A huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Reed. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Hurricanes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Canes are in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes the heat. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Canes head it quickly to the line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami. Let's go. Right. Set.
Off play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Quarterback keeper. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's lofted. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Canes have this offense rolling. They just keep firing. He's got him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. 1st down and more. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Fitted in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, they're
turning it on. Explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Reed. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Across the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
On the move from inside his 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not great field position here. 1st and 10 from the 9. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will... Another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball. Hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
To the air, it's Mahan. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got... and turn that into a positive play as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's Pringle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the line.
And the Canes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is wide open defense. All over the field, his 3rd interception of the day.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. To throw, it's Mahan. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Calls his own number. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Newton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Lets it go to the end zone. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
A short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Throws to the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. To the air. It's Newton. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.